dear students, let me start EVS 1 subject. From that, today we will see lesson number 25, that is community health and hygiene. So for that, every one of you open your EVS 1 textbook, page number 133. Okay. So let's start. So our first point is read and discuss. Okay. So listen carefully. There was havoc as 150 people in the area where Radha lives were suddenly affected by food poisoning. Some of the residents made great efforts to secure emergency medical help immediately. Radha too stayed up late that night. She was so stressed that she could not take part in the storytelling competition in her school the next day. She did feel bad about missing the chance, but she had the satisfaction of having helped the victims of food poisoning. So, what do you think are the reasons for such emergencies? Do you think that the incident of food poisoning occurred because people were careless about hygiene? Yes? Tell me the answer. According to you, what is the reason behind this? Yes. What? Careless about the hygiene is the main and important reason behind this food poisoning situation. Correct? So, it is necessary to be alert about health and hygiene. Is it correct? Okay. So, do you agree that the health of the entire community is as important as one's own health? Yes? Right. It means that not only for us but for our entire community, it is necessary to take care of our health and hygiene. Okay, understood every one of you? Okay, so now next point, that is about community health. What it means? Nutritious food, then personal hygiene, exercise and pursuit of hobbies. It means trying to achieve or get something. Okay. All this leads to excellent health and good personal development. It means that all these factors were important for our good personality development. Okay. Just as we take care of our own health, we must make efforts to ensure good health for all. Everyone in our society should be able to live the kind of tension-free and happy life that we wish for ourselves too. Correct? So, it is correct, no? Every one of us wish good health. Correct? And tension-free and happy life. So, good community health and hygiene can be achieved through habits of cleanliness and good health. Correct? On the part of all individuals in a community. Correct? So, every one of you keep it up your habit of cleanliness and good health. Okay? So, after good community health, there were some threats to our community health. So, which are those? First one, that is pollution. All of you know there are so many different types of pollutions, okay, which are the main threats to our community health. Okay, after that, squalor. It means what? The state which is very dirty with unpleasant smell, okay, or untidy. Understood? Then next point, that is epidemics of infectious diseases. Okay, all of you know the meaning of this. Already we had learned about it. Then addiction, okay, about anything. Then insect-borne diseases are all the threats to our community health. So, to nurture community health is to protect the general public from such diseases and to make a happy and healthy life possible for all. Okay, it means it's our responsibility to take us with everyone in a good manner, in a good habits. Okay. Then next point, that is importance of community health. The people of a country are the most important factor in a country's progress, right? And for the country's development too. So, their health can be protected if they have a clean environment, then nutritious food, then they get safe drinking water and good medical facilities. Okay. So, to aware the people about all these things, we can use the mass media. Correct? Mass media are used under community welfare programs to educate people about issues such as taking care of drinking water and food. It means that we want to aware the people about taking care of drinking water and food. People are urged in every possible way to keep their surroundings clean. Okay, we want to inform them to keep the surrounding clean. It is a legal offense to spit in public places. All of you aware about it. Correct? The aim of this ban is to prevent the spread of diseases. Right, no? So, from all this, we said that if we all take care about all these things, which are very, very small. So, when we take care of all these things, we can keep our community health good. Okay, it means that everything it's depend on only us. With the help of our health, we want to take care the community health too. Okay, so I hope all of you understood today's point, that is about community health and the importance of community health. So remaining part we will be continue in our next period. Up to that, see you. Bye-bye. Very good morning to one and all present over here. Let's start EVS 1 subject. From that, we will be continue our lesson number 25, that is community health and hygiene. Okay. In last period, we had learned about the community health and the importance of community health. Okay. So today we want to discuss what are the threats to the health of the community. Okay. So for that, every one of you open your EVS 1 textbook, page number 133. Let's start. So there are several threats to community health. All of you know that an important threat is carelessness regarding our hygiene. So here they given some actions. Okay, and we want to mark that are harmful with a cross. So every one of you do it in your textbook. Okay. So which are those? See here. First one, burning old tires. Okay. Then second one, spitting anywhere on the road. See here, what you have to do? You have to mark those that are harmful with a cross. Okay, in that given box. The third one, using public toilets. Fourth one, looking after domestic animals. Fifth one, following doctor's instructions in cases of infectious diseases. Sixth one, washing your hands before a meal or snack. Then throwing the garbage from your house on the road. Okay, so you have to cross those which are harmful and you have to write down the explanation of that particular statement in your notebook. For example, see here first one, that is burning old tires. So is it harmful or useful for us? Obviously it get harmful. So why it get harmful? Because it creates the air pollution. Correct? So like that you have to write down the explanation of each and every statement in your notebook. Okay. Now let's see another point, that is speak and write. Okay. Some important factors that are harmful for community health are mentioned below. For example, polluted water, malnutrition, etc. How each of these factors harms community health is given in the first box in front of 8. So for this compulsorily all of you have to open your EVS1 textbook page number 134. So see here, they given some important factors which are harmful for community health. Then in front of that, in first box they given some remedies related to that, and in other, that is in second box, they given some ill effects to the respective box. Okay, so right now I would like to read it. So every one of you please listen carefully. First one, polluted water. So the ill effects are cholera, and the remedies are we have to drink safe water. Okay, then malnutrition. It causes higher numbers of child deaths. So remedies for that, we have to eat nutritious diet. Next one, that is pollution. It causes danger effects to our environment. So what are the remedies? We have to protect our environment. Next one, that is ignorance and superstitions. So superstition means in Marathi we known as Andhashraddha. That is a belief that cannot be explained by a reason or science. Okay, it cannot be explained by the reason or a science. Understood? So what are the ill effects? That is oppression and deception. It means making somebody believe or being made to believe something that is not true. Okay, so what are the remedies? That is, it has a scientific temper. Okay, then last one, that is addictions. What are the ill effects for any addiction? That is unhappy family life. So what are the remedies? We have to arrange the de-addiction programs. Okay, so like that you have to find out some more ill effects and remedies to that respective important factors. Okay, which are they given over here. Understood every one of you? Okay then. So if we take care of our health, it is possible for us to lead a wholesome life. So keeping ourselves happy and taking an interest in things, then to avoid the feelings of hatred and envy and doing what is necessary to maintain physical health helps us to achieve this end. So it means that we want to take care of our health. Okay, we want to take the interest in the things. Then those who are hurting us, we have to avoid them. Okay, and to maintain physical health, it is necessary to do all these things. people of a society live in a healthy and wholesome life, social tensions also decreases and feelings of friendship can be nurtured. Okay, so for that we have to take care of our health. It is very necessary to each and everyone. Understood, every one of you? So the next point, that is tobacco consumption. Okay. Names of a tobacco products such as gutka, cigarettes, bidi, masheri, mawa, pan masala, etc. are often heard. Okay. Then we also see many people consuming tobacco in different ways, right? But you know, all these are very harmful for our health. At first, a person may chew tobacco casually at someone's urging. Okay, it means that when someone forces to do that things, at that time casually it gets takes. But this may lead to addiction. Sometimes the person becomes dependent on tobacco and cannot give up the habit. Understood? And when people develop this habit, they become restless if they do not get tobacco. Okay, so please keep in your mind, all these habits are very dangerous for our health. Okay, so keep away from them. Understood? Okay then, so I would like to stop our session here only. Remaining part we will be continue in a next period. Okay, so every one of you read this lesson up to this point 2 times. So see you, bye bye. Good morning, dear students. Let's start EVS 1 subject, and from that we will be continue lesson number 25. Okay. In last period we had learned about tobacco consumption. Okay. So just let's recap. Okay. So all of you heard the names of our tobacco products such as gutka, cigarettes, bidi, masheri, mawa, pan masala, etc. Okay. We also see many people consuming tobacco in different ways. Correct? But all these are harmful for our health. Okay. So today we want to see a next point, that is effects of tobacco addiction. Due to this, it creates ulcers in the mouth. You can see the picture on the screen what it means. Okay. The ulcers develop into bigger wounds and the person may develop tumors too. Okay. Then a lot of time and money has to be spent on treatment. If the wounds do not heal, the person has serious problems, and this can eventually lead to cancer. Okay. Then next point, tobacco entering the digestive organs leads to complaints related to them. The constant presence of tobacco in the digestive organs can cause cancer of any of those organs. Understood? It means it causes the cancer of any organ from the digestive system. Okay. Then next point, that is, a person who develops cancer in this way has to take very painful treatment. Even after that, one cannot be sure that the cancer will be cured. Okay, so all of you understood these harmful effects due to what? Tobacco consumption. Okay, so it is better to avoid these types of habits, right? No? Okay, then now we can see a next point like tobacco consumption, that is alcoholism. Okay, so drinking alcohol also has adverse effects on the body. Addiction to alcohol is called alcoholism. Okay, there are some adverse effects of alcoholism. So, which are those? Listen carefully. Alcohol makes a person drowsy and confused. One loses control over one's actions. Understood? Then second point, alcoholism causes diseases of the liver, intestines and urinary bladder. Then next point, addiction to tobacco or alcohol are both very bad habits. It is best to stay away from these vices. Never be negligent about health. Okay? Then the condition of the addict becomes pathetic. It means you feel yourself as a bad, okay, or always feeling sadness with you. Okay, then the addict's family too has suffered with them. Okay, there is no telling how much money will be required for this type of treatment. Besides, everyone is put to great trouble and a lot of time and efforts are wasted. The family gets deprived of health and happiness and is ruined. Understood? Means not only the person which is addicted towards alcoholism but also his family. His whole family is also get suffer through this what effects of alcoholism. Understood? They are also passing through a great trouble and a lot of time. Okay, and efforts are also get wasted. It means that we must be aware that an addict destroys the entire family. Okay, and that's why every one of you please keep in your mind that we want to stay away from this type of habits. So the next point, chewing tobacco, smoking cigarettes or bidis Then taking snuff, rubbing mashari on the teeth, smoking tobacco through a chillum, hookah, cigar, pipe or cheroot are all extremely harmful. Okay. Besides alcohol and tobacco, people also fall prey to some other addictions, such as the addiction to drugs like cocaine, heroin, etc. All these addictions can totally devastate your life. Okay, so please keep it in your mind. Stay away from these habits. Okay. Next point, that is drugs, tobacco and alcohol use. An invitation to death. Why is it so? Let's see. Tobacco, drugs and alcohol produce a state of intoxication. It means addiction to any of them eventually kills you. Every person should beware of ill effects of these addictions and strictly stay away from them. There are people who lure others into smoking, drinking, or trying out drugs. On no account should we give into their pressure. Okay? If a person starts getting addicted to smoking or drinking or taking drugs, the help of counselors or doctors should be sought immediately to rid the person of the habit. Means we want to take care of that person by helping of counselors or doctors. Okay. One should eat regularly and take up sports and other hobbies. One should be firm in avoiding any addiction. Okay. I hope all of you understood the harmful effects of any addiction through these points. Correct? Okay then. So now next point, that is try this. All of us have certain habits. Correct? Some such habits are mentioned below. So we want to put them into three groups: good habits, bad habits and pointless habits. Okay, so are you ready for that? Okay then. So listen carefully. First one, informing your family members where you are going and when you will be back. Is it good or bad habit? Obviously good habit. Okay. Second one, telling the truth. Then third one, fiddling with one's hair, a pencil, etc. all the time. Fourth one, biting one's nails. Fifth one, making the school bag ready the night before. Sixth one, frequently forgetting one's umbrella, raincoat, pencil, pen, etc. And last one, putting a limit on TV time and sticking to it. Okay. So from all this you have to what? Distributing them into good, bad and pointless habits. Okay. So always remember, learn to say no firmly in order to avoid bad habits. Okay. Understood every one of you? Okay then. So last point, that is what we have learned in this lesson. First point, each person should put in efforts to maintain the community's health. Second point, we must be alert with respect to matters of public health. Third point, wholesome living leads to good personal and social health. Fourth one needs to be firm with oneself to avoid bad habits. Okay, understood every one of you? Okay then. So, here we will end up our lesson number 25. Okay, so every one of you read this lesson 2 times. And please watch the video once again. So, take care every one of you. See you. Bye-bye.